We got the music. Hello everyone. Ocean Bliss, welcome. Buddha Foods, welcome. John Schaff, welcome. Thank you for joining. Awesome. How's everyone this morning? Hey. We have some people on YouTube. I can never see who's there. I don't know how to tell. Hey, Cephas. Hola. Awesome. Ocean Bliss is feeling great this morning. Awesome. Yes, it is quite a gloomy day over here in Atlanta. However, it's always a beautiful day regardless of that. George Montgomery says Grand Rising. Awesome. Beautiful. Amazing. Great. Hello, everyone. Progressive Attunement joined. And K-Word 50, welcome. Thank you all for joining this morning. We are on Mindful Mornings every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, every day from Monday through Friday. And we are doing the guided meditation as well as some uplifting and motivation. So we are going to get into it. Cheryl says, hey, Cephas. Awesome. And Deb Ann is watching. Hey, Deb. Is that the same? That is Deb. That's the same Deb who married me. Didn't marry me, married us. She officiated my wedding. That's funny. Morning, K-Word 50. Where in the country or out of the country you are. I know we have some people overseas. We have some people here watching. Nettie says, good morning. Good morning, Nettie. Yeah, let me know where you guys are. Scania, good morning. Scania says hi. Atlanta. So far, we're all on the East Coast. Nobody on the West Coast? Is it too early there? What's going on? It is early there. It is early there. Okay, someone from Sarasota, Florida. Okay, we are all on the East Coast. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with the meditation this morning. So again, this is Mindful Mornings, and we are focusing on uplifting all of you through this difficult time. It only has to be difficult if you allow it to be difficult. So we're not going to allow it to be difficult. We are going to embrace the times, and we are going to make the best out of what we have. And we are going to push forward and make sure we're taking advantage of opportunities and making sure that everything human experience. So that's what we're all about, and we're not going to let anything get in our way, right? That's right. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, Nettie is in Woodstock. Is that okay? There's different Woodstocks, different places, but that's yeah. Is that New York or is there a Woodstock, Atlanta? I mean, Nettie, where are you? What state? Cheryl said, just ask Nettie. All right. Yeah. So, all right. So today, I want you, before we get into the meditation, I want everyone to think of okay, so Woodstock is in Georgia. Okay. I'm new to Georgia. I just moved here about almost 2 years ago now. So I'm still learning all the places. All right. We have Marie in Texas. Yes. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we're starting to get a little over to the a little towards the west, a little to the left. So, all right, so before we get into this morning's meditation, I want all of you to think about a place that that brings you joy. Whatever that place is, a place where you feel safe, comfortable, and happy. So if that place exists, then hold that in your mind. If that place does not exist to your knowledge, that you're aware of or that you can think of a place that you think would feel that way. So somewhere maybe you haven't been, that you've always wanted to go or something like that. So just kind of hold that in your mind. And we're going to use that in today's meditation. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I have my music this time. There's no faux pas in the live stream. Okay, so I want you all to just breathe, begin to relax your body, relax your shoulders, keeping your back straight, your spine aligned so that your life force energy can flow freely. I want you to just take a few deep breaths in and out, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth very deeply. And a few more times. I want you now to bring your awareness inward, focusing on your breathing. Focusing on the sensations. Feeling that vibration. Beginning to relax any parts of your body that may feel a little tense right now. Just relaxing that, breathing it out. Beginning to feel a sense of peace coming over you as all of those points of tension become released. And your entire body begins to relax more and more. And I want you to hold that place in your mind, that happy place, that safe place in your mind now. And just imagine that you are there. Looking around, seeing the details of the environment. And as you do, feeling that sense of peace, calm, safety. Detail. Noticing how it feels to be there. Such a sense of peace and tranquility. And as happiness begins to rise in you, you begin to smile. Just enjoying this place. Feeling comfortable. This is your safe space of peace, happiness, and tranquility. Continue to hold this space in your mind. Allow it to be locked in so that you can then return to this space at any time you wish to receive the same amount of peace, tranquility, safety, comfort, and happiness. And begin to feel a sense of self-love rising within you, just circling around you. And as self-love begins to rise within you, so does self-empowerment and strength. And feel that wonderful energy vibrating all throughout your body and all around you, allowing that vibration to get stronger and stronger. Such feelings of peace flowing all around you and through you, like a vibrant wave of peace, love, and joy. You are grounded. You are assured of yourself. You are powerful. Feel that vibration getting stronger now. And you are ready to conquer the day. And powerful, strong, and confident, and at peace with everything in the world. Just seeing some comments here. How was that for everyone? So we see Chef Jesse is watching. Hey, and Lauren, hi. Okay, good morning, everyone. Drop me a comment on there and let me know how that was for you, how the experience was. Okay, and Reese says, awesome, thanks, sis. You're welcome, Reese. Awesome. Yes, and it's every day. For those of you just joining for the first time, this is Mindful Mornings. I'm going to be doing this every day. This is week number 2, doing this every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Yes. So when I do these meditations, I am, I have kind of a loose idea of what I want to do for the day. But what I'm doing is I just, allow myself, I'm tuned into everyone watching at the same time, because as you know, and for those of you who don't know, I have a lot of spiritual gifts. So I can, tune into people and be able to, sense, and I just allow myself to be guided as far as what people need to hear this morning and what needs to be said. So that's kind of how I just allow it to flow. So awesome. I hope everyone is enjoying that. And Sifa says, very calming. Nettie says, relaxing for me. Cheryl says, peaceful. Okay. And Reese says, we appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate you as well. And Nettie says, I am beginning to enjoy these. Awesome. Yes, meditation is so important especially to start your day. And you really, like I've said before in the past, it really makes everything easier throughout the entire day, no matter what is thrown at you. If you started your day off properly, you will handle it 10 times better than you would have if you had not started your day off properly. So these things are very, very, important to do. So I'm so glad everyone enjoyed that and is feeling, positive today, right? How is everyone feeling? To also, hey, Carla Fountain, it's also important to let everyone understand too that what we just did in bringing you into a happy space in your mind, right? You can go back there anytime that you want. And that's why that's why I was saying that during the meditation too, is kind of letting that really get ingrained in here and in here, that whenever you're dealing, you can use that as a tool actually, when you're going through a stressful time or you're feeling any kind of negativity, you can actually just go into a meditation, go to that same place in your mind and feel everything that we just did. And that will allow you to, shift your energy and shift your mood immediately as well. So that's a very, very powerful tool that I implore everyone to use, even if you're, somewhere in public, hopefully not that much right now, but even if you're somewhere that you feel like you can't, necessarily go and it'll maybe weird or whatever to kind of just start meditating right then and there, go into a bathroom, you can do that in a lot of places. So even after things get back to normal and you're able to be out and about and doing things like that. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Reese says, I feel such positive energy. And Scania says, I feel amazing, ready to take on the day. Yes, that is exactly what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm hoping for all of you to feel. Julie says, so relaxing for me. I often find myself holding my breath throughout the day. This helps me get my day and breathing off to a good start. Yes, that is very important too, because a lot of people breathe very shallow throughout the day. And when you're breathing shallow, you're actually impeding your life force energy, because part of your life force energy is your breath. That's what helps your life force energy flow properly. And for those of you who are not familiar with life force energy, it is also known as chi. And that runs everything in your entire body. I mean, it's your life force energy. Think about it, life force energy. It runs everything in your body. So if your life force energy is impeded and not flowing properly as well as it can, then what happens is you can start having emotional issues. I mean, think about anything within your body, emotional issues, physical issues. You can start having circulation issues, eventually. It doesn't happen immediately because it takes some time before something on the energy level starts to affect things on the physical plane, but it definitely does happen. And when I'm healing because of that, that's the root cause of that. So it's important that you kind of pay attention to how you are breathing throughout the day as much as you can, and make sure that your breaths are deep. You don't have to sit there like this all day, but it's good to just kind of stop and just take, like a deep breath, because we tend to breathe shallow, and especially when we're in a heightened state of stress, because that's what stress does to us. That is that fight or flight, mode. And so, oftentimes, unfortunately, in our society that we live in, a lot of people are in that state all the time. So it's important to just kind of, breathe. And then when you breathe deeply, it also activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system skills and your ability to make decisions. So breathing is extremely important. All right. So Rick Mathis said, I suggest viewers like and share your friends with your friends and family. I agree. That's right. Everyone, please share and like and follow on Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube, Monica Begg. So look me up, like, follow. Please share this with your friends. Let them know that this is happening. This is something that I'm doing every day for you guys, for people who are watching and following, to help you throughout the day and through this hard time. So this is something I just started last week, and I'm going to continue until I don't know when. We'll figure it out. But I'm just going to keep doing this. This is my gift to you to help you all start your mornings off right, so that you can then, really excel in life overall. All right, I'm going to read a couple more comments. Reese says, I have been wanting to learn how to meditate properly forever. This was so needed. Oh, that makes me so happy. Yay. Awesome. Well, yes, definitely stick with it. And you're going to learn a lot, because I also teach a lot, just, you know, as I'm helping people. That's just what I do. I love sharing information. And Delina says, right now, in order for me to meditate, I need aromatherapy, calming sound, etc. I need to learn how to meditate at any time when needed. Yes, and we can talk about that, Delina, because that's something I actually do teach for those of you guys, a meditation routine specifically for you based on your strengths and weaknesses. So we go through, I discover what your strengths and weaknesses are, what is actually going to work for you. And by the end of the session, it's a 2-hour session. By the end of this lesson session, you'll be meditating like this. Without music, one is different. Some people won't be able to meditate the same way another person will. So I definitely help with that. So you can, you know, contact me at Delina if you're interested in that. All right, Nicole says, I'll be sure to set my alarm. I have been wanting to learn how to meditate. Awesome. This makes me so happy. Awesome. Awesome. And Julie says, I've done one-on-one meditation with Monica, and it's very effective. That's right, Julie, we did. That's right, I did. So thank you. Thank you for that testimonial. Awesome. Roseanne says, hi. Marie says, great job. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So one thing I want to talk about today is that much right now, depending on if you have a gym in your house or not, and most gyms are closed right now. So you can still, obviously, you know that you can still use your body weight and still do exercise. But what I do want to point out, which is spiritual energy, which actually helps, it actually helps boost your immune system. It also helps increase your vitality overall. So if you are going to do any exercise, especially right now, I would suggest you do something that works your lower half, whether that's a bicycle or walking, treadmill, walk around your neighborhood, whatever you need to do, moving the lower half, moving your legs, because that actually helps you in so many ways. It also helps you think clearly, because when your spiritual energy is heightened, then your mental capacity is much stronger, because that energy actually goes in, right to your brain as well. But in addition to that, it also helps bring clarity. So because that's spiritual energy, it's kind of mixed with a couple different things. But one of the purposes of that energy, or one of the very strong benefits of that energy is spiritual potency. So when that energy rises, you use it as one if you don't want to, but the benefits are so strong, you really should. No matter what your religion is, no matter what if you don't have religion, if you have religion, it doesn't matter. It's still very, very strong. And when you do that, what happens is you're able to open up your clarity. And clarity is important because you're being guided. You're being guided internally, depending on what you believe in, right? You're either being guided internally, or you're being guided from somewhere up there, or spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever it is that you believe in. There is a guidance happening, and there's an inner knowing at all times. And so when you're not connected to that inner knowing, that's when we have confusion, when we are moving in so many different directions, we don't know where to go, we're like this, right? But when you need that clarity, which a lot of people need clarity right now because people are trying to figure out their next steps and things like that. If you use that, or just sit there and think, or try to figure out a solution to a problem or something like that, you will find that it's easier to receive that direct guidance and to have that clarity. So that's just a tip for everyone. So please take that into account, especially when you want to heighten your clarity and be able to have better guidance for direction of where you want to go. Because again, that knowledge, everything you already need, everything you want to know, you already have. You already have the answers to. It's just about tapping into those answers and finding them, and then being able to take action. The important thing is action, because if you get the guidance and you don't take the action, what's the point? And a lot of people don't. I'm sure a lot of you have had intuitive thoughts, right? That's what your intuition is. It's your inner guidance. And so we have intuitive thoughts, and then we ignore them, and then something happens. You're like, oh man, I knew that. I didn't listen. So the point is, listen to your inner guidance. But in order to really activate that, in order to receive that clarity, to get a clear channel for that information to flow to you through, meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the lower half of your body. So meditation and working the Yeah, Cheryl's talking to me. I've been furloughed from work. You're going to be on the same time. Are you going to be on the same time every day? Yes, definitely. Yes, and I'm sorry to hear that, but yes, I will be on here at 10 a.m. every morning, Monday through Friday. We're calling this Mindful Mornings and helping everyone get through their life really right now. And yes, this Roseanne, this will help you a lot because as you're trying to figure out your next steps, and there are next steps, there's always a solution to every problem, and there's always a way to win through those solutions as well. So anyone have any questions for me or need any advice on anything in particular before we end today? Awesome. Okay. All right. Oh, one other thing I wanted to point out before I go. So there's been news about Amazon, right? There was a big strike yesterday and everything. And people are, I guess they're not treating their employees properly, according to the employees. And then, there's also some talk about from the employees themselves that, there's people that are infected with the coronavirus, that they're making work and stuff like that. So time to support local businesses. Now is a great time to support smaller e-commerce businesses online that are, that have been hurt in the past because Amazon is a big, monster to deal with in terms of competition, right? But now's a great time to actually support those other companies that really need it now the most. And so I would just implore everyone to, if you need something, if you need to order something, try going to, a local place that does delivery or a place online that may be a smaller retailer that specifies in specifically what you're looking for. There's a lot of people being laid off and things like that. And those smaller companies are the ones that are hurting the most right now because they really, really need it. So even if you're not able to do this every single day, then do a morning routine in every day. You want to obviously when you're at work, you want to make sure you're safe. You want to take all the precautions that you can. However, once you've done that, and I've said this in the past, once you've taken all the precautions that you can, you have to give up the rest. You can't focus and be afraid and be scared and all of that. You can't allow yourself to stay in a negative state all day. And be stressed out. So you have to, dispel that and say, I'm doing everything that I can do. And at the end of the day, that's all you can do. As far as, being safe, you want to take make the best decisions that you can, wiping things down, being careful and all of that. And really just go to work and go home. Don't go around a lot of different places because, this is your livelihood and you just want to make sure that you're safe. But again, don't allow yourself to be in a state of fear and stress and worry the entire time. And as soon as you notice that you have any of that, you want to get rid of it. And, Ebony, you were on here before, and especially yesterday, we did another meditation where we actually did a body scan and released, looked for certain negative energies that are inside of you and then released those energies and got rid of them. So you want to do things like that, especially if you are, feeling those negative emotions throughout the day. But again, at the end of the day, all you can do is what you can do. So do that, take the appropriate actions, and then you have to give the rest up and just, continue to thrive. But make sure your expectations, again, I always talk about expectations because your mind is such a powerful tool. So your expectations have to be positive. Focus on what you want to happen, not what you don't want to happen. And just make sure that you are, safe and preparing yourself. But again, the mornings before you go to work, make sure that you meditate and calm yourself. So hopefully that answer helped you. Let me know if you have any other. What the employees are saying is true about Amazon, which I feel that it is. That's definitely not good for, public. So Fatima says, yes, let go. If you don't, you'll internalize it and it eats away at your soul. This is very true. Very true. That's right. That's what happens. So, okay. So if anyone else doesn't have any other questions, we are going to wrap this up. But I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful day. And you will, because I said it and we've already claimed it and we put it into the universe and it's going to happen. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Reese says, focus on what you want to happen. Great advice. Yes, yes. Always focus on what you want to happen, because exactly what you focus on, that's what you'll get. That's what the universe will bring you. And also, I've said in the past, when you put around us, that expands 10 feet around us. Now, because I am a healer and I have a lot of spiritual gifts and psychic and all that, I can actually see energy. So I see the aura and I can read the energy in people's auras. And literally, whatever you're thinking and feeling, it's out there in your aura. So I can confirm that that is definitely true. And so when you have that hanging around and negative thoughts, what you don't want to happen, this and that, guess what? Law of attraction, you're attracting more of that. That's exactly what you're attracting, because the universe doesn't understand no. So if you're saying, I don't want this to happen, I don't want that to happen, and that's what you're focusing on, the universe is just seeing like that thing that you don't want to happen, and that's what you're putting in your in your aura, and that's what you're going to be attracting, because your aura is something that pulls things to you and also pushes things away from you. So we can get more technical on that another time, but that is how it works. So this is why, because I always like to explain to people why I'm saying something instead of just like, this is the way it is. I like to understand and have other people understand the why of it, because I think that's important. I'm a inquisitive person. I'm always asking the question why. I'm a free thinker, so I like to explain to people why. And so that is why it's important to focus on what you want, versus what you don't want. Because from a physics standpoint, that vibration and that frequency will attract exactly that. And that's not what you want. You want to attract what you do want. But anyway, all right. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed Mindful Mornings. Watch tomorrow. Please be on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And I will see you then. And please share this with your friends. And please share this with at least 3 people that you think would find this very beneficial, and tell them to join us tomorrow. All right. And Progressive Attunement says quantum mechanics. Yes, this is true. Yes. Cheryl said, now we're getting deep. All right. All right. Everyone have a wonderful day. Enjoy your day. Mwah. Bye.